We must follow a teacher and always listen to the teacher. I am in this end times era. Speaking of following a teacher, perhaps I am the last one. There might not be any more after me. I have learned. It was under guidance of one teacher. Before studying Buddhism, I studied philosophy. I studied under Mr. Fang Dongwei alone. So what I learned was very pure and not mixed. I concentrated. With very few opportunities, I was able to achieve good results. It truly is what they call half the effort, double the results. Achieving this effect. I practiced Buddhism under Master Janjia. One teacher, he taught me for 3 years. So in my learning process, there was not a single difficulty. It's not complicated when one teacher teaches one subject. Delve deeply into one subject and cultivate knowledge consistently. Master Janjia passed away. A year later, I met the elder Li Bingnan. I followed him for 10 years. The guidance he gave me was to tell me to only listen to him. Apart from him, I should not listen to anyone else's teachings. I followed this. If you are close to this one teacher, what about others? Well, if Jian Jing or others give you teachings or advice and you listen to all of them, your mind will definitely become scattered. You will certainly lose focus, and you might change your mind. You might end up following someone else. Then you would miss out on your own unparalleled wisdom and abandon it. Not only should you not listen to others, books that the teacher hasn't approved shouldn't be read. So you all should know that after I started learning Buddhism, I read very few books because they all had to be approved by the teacher. I did read quite a few books. There is no need to learn anything about Buddhism. Before I was introduced to Buddhism, I loved reading. I read a lot of things. But after learning Buddhism, I followed the teacher's guidance. Not only did I give up all worldly books, I quit reading them. Did I read a lot of Buddhist scriptures? But when people generally bring them up, I can understand them. Always maintaining a pure heart. A pure heart gives rise to wisdom. The kindness my teacher showed in teaching me was immense. My heart to repay my teacher's kindness is many times stronger than others. For true benefit, That's when we truly listened and cooperated with the teacher. The teacher wholeheartedly taught us. We need to cooperate with them. We need to cooperate with them. Only then can we obtain the true benefits of education. This principle must be understood. The achievements in worldly and otherworldly matters. From these outstanding achievers, if you inquire carefully, it is certain that follow the teacher's teachings. Only then can they achieve success. Their achievements are solid, with deep and firm roots. Only then can the branches and leaves flourish. How can it work if your roots aren't deep? Learning, no matter how times change. I believe that learning these principles will never change. But the current times are different from the past. In the past, when we were children, we were constrained by our parents. Decisions made we didn't dare resist. Studying at school, receiving the teacher's guidance. We also didn't dare to go against the teacher's wishes. From a young age, we developed the habit of following rules. Habit. The so-called democracy and openness promotes freedom and indulgence. So now, children don't listen to their parents. Children watch TV every day, play on the computer every day. They know too much. They even turn around and tell their parents that they are wrong about this or that. As for primary school students, I met a teacher in Taipei who is also a Buddhist. He teaches in a secondary school. His daughter often comes home to lecture him. He told me, she doesn't listen, she knows a lot. Students don't listen to the teacher's discipline. This society, how achieve stability and peace? If this trend continues to develop, the future society will be in great chaos. It's not great wisdom, it's great chaos. Who is destroying society? Who is creating these disturbances, causing all beings to suffer great hardships? Let me tell you, the first great demon king is the television. Do you know it? Computers and televisions are the great demon kings that destroy the world. These words are not mine. I heard them from my teacher, Mr. Fang Dongmai. Mr. Fang was very, very emotional. Someone once sought his advice. It just so happened that I was at his house that day and overheard it. Someone sought his advice. The United States is now the world's #1 gun barrel. Of course, Canada strong. Even Rome fell. The strongest province in Europe in the past also perished. Although the United States is powerful, it will also fall in the future. They asked Teacher Fang what the first factor would be if the United States were to fall in the future. The answer now is television. The United States won't fall because of external forces. That's not it. Television has destroyed all of its young people and children. What they see every day. What they come into contact with is not positive. The content shown on television is all about killing, stealing, lust, and deceit. That's what it's all about. So recently, we've seen in the newspapers that American students are bringing guns to school to kill teachers and students. Once it starts, students are fighting each other with guns and knives. So there's no need to fight wars outside. They are fighting amongst themselves. Who taught them? The TV and computers did. I heard someone tell me that there are people on the internet teaching how to make bombs. There are even people teaching how to make atomic bombs. In the future, a high school student might be able to learn how to make an atomic bomb from the internet. Imagine this direction of conversation isn't wrong, is it? So I say that television and computers are the great demons. This demon, you see, there's not a single person who doesn't love it, no one who doesn't like it, and that's a big problem. So we need to understand these principles and grasp the true facts. We must be aware. We need to diligently practice and study Buddhism and aim to migrate to the Pure Land. This world is in chaos, so we should migrate elsewhere. We need to prepare early, otherwise, I'm afraid it might be too late. Upon reaching the Western Pure Land, it's just as described in the Sutra. Even those of the lowest level of rebirth receive the support of Amitabha Buddhas, original vow and divine power. Your wisdom and virtues become indistinguishable from those of great beings. The Sutra explains this well. Being born in the Western Pure Land, you can become a bodhisattva as easily as borrowing something. This is truly incredible. Bodhisattvas below are vinavadaniya. Neither the dwelling, the practice, nor the dedication are the same. They are at the level of bodhisattvas who have surpassed the seventh ground. It explains that even those of the lowest level of rebirth in the Western Pure Land truly have not severed a single affliction of their own. However, upon reaching the Pure Land, their supernatural powers and path capabilities. Seventh ground bodhisattva. Isn't amazing? This one sentence can be achieved. Sentient beings, there is no other world to cross over. The moon and countless worlds become equal evidence. This vow is the original vow. The original vow is the 10 great vows you once made to save all sentient beings. You have made this vow. When the time is necessary, right? All sentient beings wish for a Buddha to appear in this world, to guide them when the conditions are ripe. If someone needs to be saved by the appearance of a Buddha, you can manifest as a Buddha to help sentient beings. You have this ability. But the vow is not limited to one world. Countless worlds are equally correct. This is the most supreme among the water-like transformation bodies. Transform into a Buddha's form to save all beings since one can transform into a Buddha's form. If that can be achieved, then the other identities, like bodhisattvas, sravakas, pratyekabuddhas, and beings of the six realms, there's no need to mention. All of them can be accomplished. So, this one sentence represents the great perfection of transformation. There are no places transformation occur. There is no reality of form show. Transform according to circumstances, teach accordingly. Help the beings of countless worlds. We can cite scriptures, but we shouldn't just glance over them lightly. We should calmly read them several times. See if you can truly understand them. We are living in this world now. Our space for activities is pitifully small. We live in this area, and life is very free and easy. Every day you go out and have a wander around. Your space can't extend beyond Singapore. You can't leave this small island. Say your space is this big. Traveling around the world every day sounds nice, but you'd need a considerable amount of wealth for that. Plane tickets are quite expensive. To travel every day, you'd also need good physical strength. If your health isn't good, it won't work. At most, your activity space is the Earth. We still can't travel to other planets. A living space is so narrow. Look at this Liang Jingwen. For countless ages. So, if you are born in the Western Pure Land of ultimate bliss, your space for activities is as vast as the void and the Dharma realm. In all the Buddha lands in the 10 directions, wherever you want to go, you just arrive there. No need for transportation. No need to go to the airport to buy tickets or go through procedures. So many tedious things. In that place, as soon as you have the thought to see the Buddha, your body is already in front of the Buddha. How free is that? We need to understand this meaning. The space is free. Countless worlds are our living space. Of course, space includes time. Time is the past, present, and future. You can return to the past or go to the future. The 10 directions and 3 times are our living space. This is true. It's not false. In the Western Pure Land of ultimate bliss, all of this is realized. What about the following scripture? This is an example given to us. It gives the example of water transforming into different forms, teaching according to circumstances. This should be saved by the Buddha's body. He can manifest a Buddha body. This is an example. From this example, we should be able to understand. It is any kind of identity can freely transform. So it is the freedom of supernatural powers, achieving complete fulfillment in saving those in need. Please look at the scripture. The following discusses 8 appearances of attaining the path. Lone or lone commander. This is the first item in targeting lower body, like Shakyamuni, Buddha, manifested the Bodhisattva, who is to become a Buddha, we usually call the future Buddha. Where does the future Buddha reside? The fighting commander has qualities. Why doesn't he reside elsewhere? There is a symbolic meaning in this. Like in the era of past emperors, the crown prince is the future emperor. Wherever he resides, he must live in the Eastern Palace. This also has a symbolic meaning. So when the Buddha is acting as the Bodhisattva, who is to become a Buddha, he resides in the Tusita heaven, the inner realm of Dashua heaven. Dashua is Sanskrit term. Translated into Chinese, it means contentment. You all need to understand this meaning. Being content leads to becoming a Buddha. Without contentment, one cannot become a Buddha. Dashua heaven is called the heaven of contentment. Contentment brings constant happiness. So, the beings in Dashua heaven are extremely happy. Being content brings constant happiness. Body and mind joyful. Living in this state. Who would want to leave? The living environment is good. But in order to help and transform the suffering beings, no matter how good one's own living environment is, it must be abandoned. This is what is called great compassion. Only knowing the etiquette, all beings unwilling to find their own path. This is what it means. So, overall speaking, what he taught us about letting go, having already attained such an excellent living environment, it can enable to let go of what one has gained. This is the idea in Confucianism, as mentioned in the Book of Rites, and being able to sign. It also means this: when both are settled, it means your living environment deeply settled. The heart is also at peace. Really, these two is settled, have a bit of a rustic charm. But for the welfare of the general public, when everyone needs you, you still have to step out to serve the general public. What we usually refer to as selfless dedication. This is correct. In Chinese history, as you all know, during the Three Kingdoms period, Zhuge Liang, Mr. Kongming, that was a time of chaos. Several of his good friends all lived in seclusion in the mountains and forests. They never came out in their entire lives. He originally also lived in seclusion in Longzhong. He was discovered. Zhuge Liang went to visit the thatched cottage 3 times. He had no choice but to give up his peaceful life, to come out and serve society and the country, to work tirelessly until death. He achieved these 8 words. Buddha is for all suffering beings. The joy of the heavenly realm. The unique joy of the heavenly realm is on the 28th level of heaven, incomparable to any other level. This is the place where sages reside. He can learn. We need to understand this meaning. This is teaching us that no matter how comfortable or stable our living environment is, if it is for all beings, for society, for the country, we must be able to dedicate ourselves. Design your own comfort and happiness. Why teach us this point? The second point is rebirth. We ordinary people talk about reincarnation, being born as a prince. Akyamuni Buddha. This refers to Buddhas and Bodhisattvas coming to this world. They come by their own vow. They do not come due to karmic retribution. We ordinary beings come due to karmic retribution, which offers no choice. We cannot be our own masters. We drift along at will. Our lives become very difficult. Bodhisattvas come again by their vow, through the power of their vow. He will be reborn into whichever family he thinks of. They can choose for themselves. This where the vow is fulfilled. Why choose to be born into a royal family? For the convenience of teaching and transforming sentient beings. You see, worldly people all seek fame and fortune, and these are fulfilled. Everything you desire, I have it all, and look, I let it go, I give it up. It's a good performance for others to say, if he were born into a poor family and tried to do this, people would suspect that he just wanted to be a king. Since he couldn't become one, he turns to religion, aiming to be a religious leader to rule over people. Isn't it still for fame and fortune? It would arouse suspicion among everyone. Therefore, he must choose to be born into a royal family. So the choice is made to be reincarnated into a royal family, to appear as a crown prince. The intention behind this is profound. People in the world seek wealth and status. To begin with, the most common thing, who doesn't aspire for wealth and status? In ancient times, becoming an emperor. As they say, noble as the son of heaven. Wealthy enough to travel the world. Wealth and status have reached their peak. What people in the world seek? The Bodhisattva demonstrates, I have already achieved what you seek. I have already achieved it. And what happens after achieving it? It's nothing. Very ordinary Even emperors must die. Committing sins will still lead to falling into the 3 evil paths. Doing good deeds is what should be done. You should do good deeds. If you do bad deeds, you will face more retribution.